So NewsNation Now, our coverage continues. This is what we showed you. Remember, we showed you live when Kamala Harris was looking at the reporters, and they asked her a few questions on her way up to Air Force Two a few minutes ago. So what did they ask her? Well, first of all, they just said, what's next? And she said something, it's made a joke, something like, oh, we're just going to walk up the steps of the plane. But then someone said after that, and she said, when? She said, when, we're going to win. And the next question was about RFK Jr. getting out and endorsing Trump, and there was no answer. She and her husband just walked on to the plane. And now it's on to the rest of this campaign, especially in the key swing states. We're going to focus on Pennsylvania, and we're going to focus for a moment on the money and her economic plan. Lindy Li joins us. Lindy's a Democratic fundraiser. She's a member of the Harris Campaign Finance Committee, and she looks like she's on the move today. I guess a lot of Democrats are after the convention in Chicago. So you're, as I said, helping with the money. Let me put up the money, first of all, because a lot of this is that. There's a tremendous amount of money. We always talk about enthusiasm. Cash on hand for Harris is through the roof, right? It's hundreds of millions of dollars, and you've been beating the Republicans. But the question now is what's next, because nothing's been won, right, by the Democrats in Chicago. Your state, Pennsylvania, might decide the whole thing. Give us an outlook for Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is looking fantastic. Well, first of all, the New York Times Siena poll that just came out last week underscored the tremendous amount of gain that she made in the blue wall. Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. She is leading Trump. And this has never happened before with Biden. Throughout the entire time of the Biden-Trump race, Biden has never led in the blue wall states, which is absolutely critical. She can win Pennsylvania, even without Josh Shapiro on the ticket. I'm tremendously confident that she can maintain the momentum for the 74-some days we have remaining. And she will be here again in Philadelphia numerous times. They're going to park surrogates and elected officials and Doug Emhoff and Governor Walz in Pennsylvania to ensure that she can win this state.
How would you answer the question she ignored, the Kennedy effect? Is there one? And if so, how do you see it?
My immediate reaction is he probably just has sour grapes because he asked for a meeting and didn't get one. And he was angling for a cabinet position and didn't get one under Harris. So he's just out for himself, looking to, exploit the situation as much as he can. And we saw the cratering of third-party support over the last couple of weeks. I think it's going to continue to deteriorate. I'm not too concerned about this.
Right, because I'm going to go through the numbers. I see the two schools of thought. I don't know which one is right. One is that, this polling cycle, Kennedy, at the end at least, even though his support was down, seemed to be taking more from Trump, so maybe it helps Trump. But I mentioned it earlier. Pennsylvania, for example, Trump has the same numbers now, running for president twice, essentially. But when there were fewer candidates in, he didn't do as well. So do you like one-on-one matchups better? Does that, essentially help Harris, the one-on-one matchup?
I think it does. I absolutely think it does. And I think she's going to focus on the call-out counties, Chester County, Montgomery County, Bucks County. These are the counties that are going to determine the outcome of the race.
Turnout female voters in the...
Exactly.
Right.
And speaking of female voters, she's going to hammer away at the fact that Trump is the reason why that we no longer have federal reproductive rights. Trump is the reason why so many women no longer can control the fate of their own lives. So she's going to remind them that he's the reason why we have 3 right-wing extremists on the Supreme Court. It's something that we will never let him forget.
Now, let me ask you about her economic plan, because if there's somewhere where there's a question, especially among moderate voters, maybe center-left, center-right voters, that she's trying to attract, that's probably where it is. I know you know a lot about this stuff, and people who do, even a little bit on the left, have had some questions. The child tax credit you see there, building the housing units, the 25 grand for first-time homeowners is something that's come up. The price gouging especially, Jason Furman, who worked for Obama, had questions about that. This is what he said in the New York Times recently. Egg prices went up last year. It's because there weren't as many eggs. It caused more egg production. In other words, it's not because of the gouging. Some people have said that what she's talking about is gimmicky. What would you say?
Well, I just want to say to the people who accuse her of so-called price controls, let me tell you what price controls are. My family left a communist regime. That's price controls. What she is proposing is something different. She wants to name and shame the corporations who are jacking up prices, using the pandemic, using supply chain issues to jack up their prices and to further their own bottom line.
But even Furman and people like that, they say that's not really what's happening. This is supply and demand. It's not necessarily that. And price gouging, as you know, that's a tough thing to define.
Well, you know what? She's gonna underscore the fact that this is greedflation. It isn't just inflation. Companies are trying to take advantage of the situation to raise their prices. We need to put the responsibility where it lies, and it's at the hands of these corporate raiders, these predators who are trying to prey on the American people.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.